Hey everybody, it's Heldu here. Today I'm going to be talking about Mighty Number 9, Concept, which is a company run by Kiji Inafune. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. But he's basically one of the masterminds behind the Mega Man series. The Mega Man series, as I hope you guys know, I love the Mega Man series. I'm a huge fan of it. I've played pretty much every single game in the series, well, aside from Legends in any kind of real depth. But I love Mega Man, and well, Inafune had to split from Capcom because Capcom started raising some pretty BS drama, and it kind of sucked. Basically, what happened was Inafune wasn't happy with the direction the Japanese game industry was going, so he started saying things that were making people in Japan kind of mad, particularly Capcom. And at the time, he was working for Capcom, which I'm pretty sure he quit from, but he also seemed to have quit on a really salty note, because right after he quit, a whole bunch of Mega Man games got canceled, like Universe, the random MMO, and Legends 3, of course. But I was trying to think, there's that other one, the one that looked kind of like a Mega Man Powered Up brought to consoles. That looked awesome. If anyone's ever played Mega Man Powered Up or hasn't played Mega Man Powered Up, highly recommend getting it. It's too bad it's not on the PSN store yet in US. I don't think it ever will, but it might be on the PSN store in Japan or something. I don't know. I own it on PSP. It's a great game. Has a level editor, tons of new content. One of probably the best remakes I've ever played, aside from maybe like Ys, Oath, and Felghana. But that's not the point. We're talking about Mega Man. But yeah, so pretty much Inafune left on a really bitter note, and he formed his own studio called Concept. And Concept, well, they asked for a Kickstarter from Mighty Number 9, and they raised $4 million. Pretty much originally they were supposed to get like almost a million. I think it's like 900,000 if I'm not mistaken. And instead they ended up raising $4 million. I couldn't honestly, it's not that I couldn't believe it. Honestly, I fully knew they would like totally overshoot that by like a landslide, because a lot of people want Mega Man games. And honestly, after that whole Mega Man Legends 3 debacle, which pretty much after waiting like 10 years, the game was going to come out and everyone was just like, hurrah! And then Capcom decided to take a crap on all of us, and, well, we all know where that ended up. Legends 3 ended up being merged into freaking, the Lost Planet game? The weird pink-haired dude is the main character. I have no idea how that game is, but I'm not terribly thrilled that we lost Legends 3. Again, I didn't really play Legends that much, but it would have been nice, to get into the series. I don't know. It would have been at least nice had they released their prototype thing, what they originally said they were going to do, because Capcom said they were going to originally release a paid beta for the game, or demo, I guess it was. It was more like a prequel, if anything. You didn't really play as Mega Man, and that was basically going to be used to judge the audience at the time. And would have been great, because especially at the time, too, there was like no 3DS games, so anyone who had a 3DS, well, not anyone, but a lot of people who had 3DSs probably would have bought it. Honestly, I would have friggin' went out of it that day and bought a 3DS, although I already own a 3DS now. But yeah, Legends 3, Capcom. Seriously, wish you guys made that come back, but whatever, let's stop getting mad about this. Let's go going back to Mighty Number 9. Mighty Number 9, what the heck is this game? On the surface, it looks a lot like the Mega Man Classic series. Inafune's team made a quick but they made a quick demo of it in Unreal Engine. Not playable for us, but they're just showing a little bit of gameplay and showing kind of like what the heck it would be. It looked pretty freaking nice, honestly. Unreal Engine's a very powerful engine. I've actually messed around with it a lot before. I've made levels and stuff in it. It's really freaking powerful tool. Honestly, I'm really happy that they're actually making it in Unreal Engine, because I thought Mega Man kind of had a really kind of shaky transition into 3D. Like X8 was, I guess, a good 2.5D Mega Man, but never really made a 3D Mega Man game, I guess. This is also 2.5D, but nonetheless, it still looks awesome. And considering the only like real 3D Mega Man that we've had up until that point, well, I'm talking like the newest Mega Man that we've had to that point is X8. It's kind of ridiculous. I guess, yeah, there's Legends in the X7, and Command Mission, I think, is the other one. I didn't play Command Mission. I'm pretty sure that was an RPG, though. Yeah, so it looks sweet that Mighty Number 9 is actually using that 2.5D style. The physics and stuff looked really freaking sweet too. Like, definitely reminiscent of classic series gameplay. I'm really curious as to what kind of gameplay they'll add into it too. Like, will they bring in like dashing? Will they bring in sliding? Will they bring in like wall jumping? Will they go for something totally different? Maybe merge in some of those X armors, like that Falcon armor, give us the ability to fly. There's also that copy ability thing that looks really interesting. I don't really know how that's going to work yet. There's a lot of potential for it, but who knows? They did technically have a copy ability in the Mega Man Zero series, but in Zero 4 particularly, because you had the Zero Knuckle, but Mighty Number 9 has some kind of like really whacked out looking copy ability. So we'll really see, honestly, I'm really interested to see where the heck this will go. And aside from that, we've pretty much hit every single stretch goal on the Kickstarter. I'm going to leave a link to the Kickstarter inside of my description here, so take a look at it if you guys want. But aside from that, yeah, if you've looked at this Kickstarter, they're releasing this bad boy for 10 freaking systems. They're releasing it for PC, Mac, Linux, PS3, 360, Wii U, PS4, Xbox One, PS Vita, and 3DS. That's insane. Like, holy crap, man. These guys, I guess they really want to get their foot in the door with working with all the hardware. It's the first time, I guess, Concept's really going to be working with a lot of these systems, when they turn into Concept, right? So, or Concept, my bad. And then aside from that, yeah, all these little stretch goals look pretty cool too. Like, just taking a quick look at them, like, well, the first one was just 2 more stages. That was kind of generic. But then there's like New Game Plus and Turbo mode. There's Boss Rush, Challenge mode, End Stage and Boss. There's co-op, for Christ's sakes, which is something I wish that they had in Mega Man like ages ago. They're adding an intro stage. I don't know why that wouldn't have just been in the game from the get-go, but okay. And then there's single player calls stage and boss, which I'm pretty sure Call is supposed to be like the second other character. I just kind of assumed she was something like Roll, just play it more playable, more of a role, so to say, as ironic as that is to say. I'm going to refrain from saying that ever again. And then there's also the optional style retro chiptune sound effect, which is something else I also have to bring up. They're bringing back all of, like, a whole bunch of the OG composers. That sounded so wrong coming out of my mouth. But yeah, they're bringing back all like the original composers from the Mega Man series. Like, it looks freaking sweet, man. Like, the music, I can't wait to listen to it, because I'm a huge fan of the Mega Man series music, and Mighty Number 9 is going to be like its own style. They've they've shown a couple clips so far of various soundtracks. It sounds very interesting, honestly. Kind of reminds me of something like between like Star Force and Classic and X. Like, it's a very weird mashup of various notes, honestly. I can't really wait though, because this looks awesome. I don't really know what system to get it for either. Originally I was just going to get the PC version, but then they announced that 3DS and Vita version. See, there's so many things to take into account here, because if I get it on PC, well, I could also just wait till Steam sale and get that later, and probably for cheaper, so I don't really want to buy it on PC. I might grab it on maybe like the Wii U or the Vita? I don't really know, because the PS4 version, the PS4 and the Xbox One version should definitely be pretty sweet, but again, Steam sales, I have a gaming computer, I should be able to run, the high graphics or whatever fairly easily. So the Xbox One and the PS4 versions kind of lose their selling point to me. The Wii U version looks awesome because I have people I could play with, and plus either way, I'm a really big fan of the gamepad. I don't own a Wii U as of right now, but I will indefinitely have a Wii U when Smash 4 comes about, because I play a lot of competitive Smash. Then there's also, the 3DS and the Vita version. The 3DS version, in my opinion, will probably have by far the best ability for multiplayer, solely due to the fact that I know a ton of people with 3DSs, so that's kind of sweet. The Vita version, though, the Vita is a much stronger handheld than the 3DS. So, you get better graphics, you get OLED screens, get flashiness on top of that, probably better frame rate or whatever the heck else, too, right? Vita multi-plat games tend to be pretty cool, so yeah, that's just a Mighty Number 9 here. I've honestly, looking at some of this artwork, I just see so much of just regular Mega Man stuff too. It looks awesome. I honestly tributed $20 to it. I would have liked to tribute more, but I'm a broke college student. Give me a break. Either way, they reached all their stretch goals. But yeah, guys, hope you guys are hyped for Mighty Number 9 like I am. So yeah, this is Helldew, and I'm going to be recording more stuff as time goes on. So stay tuned for more. Anyways, Helldew out.